Episode 2 The Luna That Called by the Moon. The night Upendra knew her fate was sealed, the moon did not simply shine, it watched. Silver light spilled through the forest canopy, bathing the sacred grounds in a glow so intense it felt alive. The wind stood still, as if the world itself was holding its breath. Upendra knelt beside the moon pool, her fingers trembling as they brushed the surface of the water. The reflection staring back at her was familiar, yet changed. Her eyes glowed brighter, her scent had shifted, and beneath her heart something stirred. Not a wolf, not fully. Her palm moved instinctively to her belly, where a faint warmth pulsed, steady, patient, powerful. The child within her did not kick like a wolf pup. It rolled slowly like embers turning beneath ash. A quiet fire. Tears welled in her eyes. "This is impossible," she whispered. Alpha Arjuna had not touched her in many moons. His cruelty had driven distance between them long before the moon had turned red. Yet life had taken root in her womb. Not by the Alpha, by the stranger. Her thoughts returned to the night the storm had torn the sky apart. Lightning had split the forest, and the pack had scattered in fear, except her. She had found him at the riverbank, unconscious, steam rising from his skin as rain hissed against him like it feared him. When he opened his eyes, they were not wolf gold, not human brown. They burned ember red. He had called himself Kale, a wanderer, a human, a man with no pack and no past, a lie wrapped in silence. Far beyond the werewolf lands, past scorched mountains and forbidden skies, stood a kingdom erased from most histories. Octavo. It was not built, it was forged. Dragonfire had once melted mountains into liquid stone, shaping towers and walls while the earth screamed beneath the heat. When the flames faded, the moon descended, blessing the molten kingdom with silver light. Fire was given restraint, power was given mercy. Thus, Octavo was born, a sanctuary for the last moon-forged dragons. Kale had been born there, son of a dragon king whose wings once darkened the skies, and a human queen whose heart had been pure enough to love him anyway. But ancient laws were cruel. A half-dragon was deemed unstable, too human to rule, too dragon to ignore. So the elders sealed his power. No fire, no wings, no claim, only exile. The prophecy was simple and merciless. A half-dragon shall awaken only when his soul is chosen. Not claimed, not commanded, but loved. Kale had stopped believing. Until Upendra. From the moment she spoke his name, something ancient inside him bowed, not in dominance, but in recognition. When her fingers brushed his chest that night, heat surged beneath his skin. He had run from her then, because he knew. Now, beneath the watching moon, the seal began to crack. Deep within Octavo, the dragon stones, silent for centuries, trembled. Hairline fractures glowed red, then silver. The elders awoke in terror. Above the kingdom, clouds spiraled as though something massive was turning in its sleep. Stone dragons wept molten tears. A heartbeat echoed through the realm. Not Kale's, the child's. Back in the werewolf territory, Upendra gasped as awakening rippled through her. Not pain, but power. Moonlight flooded her veins and fire answered from within her womb. She bit her lip to silence her cry. If the pack sensed this, if Arjuna knew. The Alpha had already begun to notice. Her strength had returned, her posture had changed. The moon now answered her before it answered him, and her scent, it carried heat.